So today, we are making what I consider to be not only the best tasting tuna sandwich I've ever tasted, but possibly the best tuna sandwich in the world. And let me tell you, there's a lot of different versions of this classic sandwich in Spain. The one that we're making today is inspired by the beautiful tapas bar of Central Bar, which is located in el Mercado Central de Valencia. Folks, this tuna sandwich has so many amazing textures and flavors to it. It's absolutely so easy to make, and it comes together within minutes. Now, the secret to the sandwich is two key ingredients. The first one is the bread. Make sure to use a crunchy baguette, as this gives it that incredible texture. And the second one, use some Spanish tuna and olive oil, as it makes all the difference in the flavor. You'll find a link where you can get the one I'm using for this recipe in the description box below. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. Now, Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have a huge selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, Marcona almonds, olives, and all the spices you need to make all your favorite Spanish recipes, among so many other ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems. That way, you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com. Let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there. And make sure to use coupon code on a Fork during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's begin by prepping our ingredients. That way, once they're all ready, this sandwich will come together within minutes. I'm going to start by draining 2 cans of tuna in olive oil into a fine sieve with a bowl underneath. Once again, you'll find a link where you can get the Spanish tuna that I'm using in the description box below. And we'll flake the tuna to remove any of the excess olive oil. You just want to do this for a few seconds, otherwise the tuna can easily dry up. And as for the olive oil from the tuna, we're not going to use it for this recipe, but don't discard it. You can use it as a salad dressing or even to make some amazing scrambled eggs. Then we'll thinly slice 1 tomato, thinly slice a couple slices from a red onion, thinly slice a handful of black pitted olives, and thinly slice a couple slices from an English cucumber. For the next ingredients, I'm going to grab a couple leaves from a head of lettuce, rinse them under some cold running water, and then completely dry them. I'm using green leaf lettuce, but you can also use iceberg or even romaine lettuce. And for the final ingredient to prepare, we're going to make a very simple garlic mayo alioli that takes this sandwich to the next level of goodness. I'm going to add in half a cup of mayonnaise into a bowl. This is about 120 grams. Finely grate in 1 large clove of garlic. If you don't have a grater, you can use finely minced the garlic. Squeeze in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, which is 5 milliliters. And drizzle in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, which is 15 milliliters. Then we'll season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll whisk it together until we end up with a beautiful creamy texture. For the final step, let's start assembling our sandwich. Once again, for the bread, I'm using a crunchy baguette. I'm going to cut off a piece from the baguette. I'm going to go about 6 inches, which is 15 centimeters. And we'll cut it open right down the middle. Then we'll add in a couple leaves of lettuce over the bottom piece of bread and a couple slices of tomato. And we'll season the slices of tomato with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Then we'll add in some of our drained tuna over the tomatoes. And top off the tuna with the sliced black olives, the sliced red onion, and a couple slices of cucumber. And for the final touch, we'll add in a dollop of the garlic mayo alioli over the top piece of bread, making sure to evenly spread it around. And we'll place it over the sandwich. Check it out, our classic Spanish tuna sandwich is done. Once again, inspired from the Central Bar in el Mercado Central de Valencia. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done within minutes. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Now this is what I call a delicious looking tuna sandwich. Here we go. It's going all over the place. Folks, when you try this at home, make sure you don't eat it standing up and sit down. Seriously, I'm a huge fan of tuna sandwiches, but this one right here sits above the rest because it's got so many amazing textures and flavors. Give it a try at home. It's easy to make, simple ingredients. And if you serve it next to a handful of Spanish olives and a nice cold beer, well, you're gonna have yourself an instant trip to beautiful España. Really quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Ronald Camp, Adalai, and Stephen Riggs. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment below. And as always, don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego.